The caste of the mind when purity replaced purpose. In one folk tale, tired of the quarrel between his two wives, Vishnu separates them by placing Saraswati on his tongue and Lakshmi in his heart, or some say at his feet. Thus, he gets the best of both, the invisible Saraswati and the visible Lakshmi. The quarrel revolves around a single idea: what matters more in worldly life, money or knowledge? Humans, however, have the choice to dominate or not. With imagination, humans come up with the ideas and inventions that enable them to create surplus food. So, there is no need for a pecking order. There is enough for everyone. And yet, humans still want to dominate. This comes from a deeper anxiety, a uniquely human anxiety, the quest for identity. Who am I? This quest too comes from Saraswati. Animals do not doubt their place in nature's food chain or hierarchy, but the human imagination creates doubt. Every human being imagines themselves in a certain way, but those around may not see them in the same light. This gap in perception creates conflict. We seek to assert our own self image into others. We want others to see us the way we see ourselves. One group suffered greatly due to the rise in the importance of property. The keepers of Vedic lore, Vedic hymns had to be transmitted orally as scripts could not adequately capture the intonations of Vedic. This meant their entire day was spent chanting hymns using various techniques like Pada Patha. The focus became so much about chanting that even understanding the hymns was ignored. This community, dedicated to securing Vedic knowledge, had no time to generate wealth. Wealth only came in the form of gifts and donations. Thus, the idea emerged: where there is Lakshmi, there is no Saraswati, and where there is Saraswati, there is no Lakshmi. Over time, Vedic priests created vocations for themselves, becoming astrologers, temple priests, scribes, and bureaucrats to generate Lakshmi for their households. But their relationship with wealth remained tricky. It was seen as corrupting and distracting. Strangely, no one noticed that even knowledge can be corrupting and distracting because they were too busy memorizing and transmitting the Vedic hymns. They remained clueless about their deeper meanings and significance. Vedic knowledge is meant to expand the mind, to help outgrow fear, and in the quest for self realization. As long as the mind is contracted, there is fear, and hence the desire to dominate. Everything the Brahmin could not partake in as the keeper of Vedic lore became a source of impurity. Meat, alcohol, sexual pleasure, wealth, property, trade, and even vocations that involved physical labor or contact with nature. So the purest man was considered to be one who shunned all things worldly and material. Impurity became contagious. To establish purity, the Brahmin avoided contact with all things deemed impure. He isolated himself not only from other communities but even from his own wife when she was menstruating, fueled by a sense of superiority. This idea spread across all communities. Everyone who wanted to climb up the social ladder realized it could not be done through wealth or knowledge, but simply by embracing the concept of purity. The pure could look down upon the impure. Eventually, communities or jatis started locating themselves along a purity hierarchy, with Brahmins at the top. At the bottom were whole groups of professions: tanners, cobblers, sweepers, toilet cleaners, butchers, who were considered so impure that they were denied access to even the village well. Thus, Saraswati, who was meant to expand the human mind and help humans discover the Atma, ended up becoming the reason for contracting the human mind and amplifying the aham ego. Self awareness was overshadowed by self delusion. The draconian caste system became the hallmark of Hinduism. It continues to haunt Hindu society today as people still strive to be pure. But to be pure is to assume there is a dot in the world. Dot is a cultural concept, not a natural one. In Tantra, where Devi worship takes center stage, great value is given to what is shunned by purity conscious mainstream society. The goddess is offered meat, alcohol, and blood, even menstrual blood, seen as dirty and polluting by most communities, is revered as sacred and auspicious. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.